Anna-Grete Jensen from Denmark became world champion in 1986 with her Danish-bred Martzog. Her partnership with this horse is almost legendary. She worked full-time as a secretary to enable her to keep and compete with him, turning down offers for him which could have made her a millionaire.
Here in Denmark, and there's an Anna-Grete effect, like you can say for tennis there's a Björn Borg effect in Sweden. And I think that has helped dressage to become very popular. There's nothing spectacular about her riding. It's just very calm and very subtle and very concentrated. She always controls his obedience. It's serious business right from the beginning. Martzog, she found him when he was about 3 years old. A tall, long-legged, non-muscled horse. Took some know-how to see that he would one day become a great horse. Nobody's allowed to sit on him or ride him. Anna-Grete rides him every day, mostly like we see here. She walks him in the wood, but he's not allowed to go on hacks. He's too precious to be left in the field. Other horses do get fed up with the kind of life he's leading, but he's such a positive horse. He's always good-tempered. He loves the dressage. And the fact that she spends 4 hours a day with him keeps him fresh. Martzog is pretty unique in the way he can bend the whole rib cage, which is quite outstanding. Probably is impossible to find another Martzog that is once in a decade. Yes, she has been offered money for him, and she's turned it down. You can't buy the kind of experiences that she's getting. You don't sell your best friend, as you don't sell your wife or your kids. She's always meticulous. Her car is clean, her home's clean, everything is, pretty perfect. I think you have to be a perfectionist if you want to be a dressage rider. You're under observation for almost 10 minutes by 5 judges, so that trains you to be concentrated all the time. Anna-Grete spends a lot of time every day studying art, so it is a matter of teamwork.
Rainer Klimke also works full-time to afford his horses with a demanding career as a lawyer. His riding is fitted in around office hours, and yet he has the extraordinary record of having trained more than 20 horses to Grand Prix standard.
I ride because I like to find out how close can I come to the horse and don't want to change his person. Make him proud and work for you. This is a secret. The horse must be intelligent enough and sensitive enough to dance in joy and without force. The horse must look happy. The whole thing should look light. He must have impulsion and suspension and brilliance. When the horse is talented, you can make a beautiful thing out of it. The best rider is a rider with invisible aids. When you sit in the rhythm of the horse so that it is one unit. To be able to sit quiet is not easy. It means a lot of concentration, energy, and a little bit of power to make your muscles swing and loose and not stiff. But this is the idea we ride the whole life for, and you never get it. You come close to it. It should be a harmony, but harmony also means that both must help each other and not work against each other. And if one dominates more, it should be the rider. It is easier to destroy the walk than, for instance, a trot. Some people try too early to collect the walk, not feeling that it stiffs the back. In my training method, I very seldom ride walk on the bit, because I say, if the horse is 100% on your aids in trot and in canter, it will be for sure also in walk. Pascal is by nature shy. At home he is wonderful to ride, but on a horse show he still on the first day is frightened. He frightens the letters and he frightens flowers and he frightens everything what he doesn't know. And so it's a big problem now to tell him that nothing should bother him. He is a good horse, but he is not such a fighter like Ali for a good thing. He is a little bit reserved and more a woman's horse and waiting for help.
Rainer Klimke's first place on an Olympic team was in Rome as an event rider. In this sometimes hazardous sport, he learned much about training horses.
In my opinion, Klimke still is the greatest rider. Not only because he has been world and Olympic and European champion, but because he produced so many horses. You see so often that you have a brilliant rider and after the horse is old, you don't see him back again. But he always has produced new horses, and he does it all alone.
I think it's time now for my successors, and it's time for me to disappear sometime, and maybe after a period of time with a young horse, I come again in this sport back with joy and not with pressure, you see. When you have pressure in your profession and pressure in the sport, where do you have time for vacation and for inner freedom? And if you are not free in your inner, you are not a winner.
Every time you mount a horse, you face another individual partner. I brought him into my stable. I didn't ask, do you want to come? So I have to convince him it's good to work with me.
Gabriela Grillo, also a German Olympic dressage rider, is, as a musician, one of the most dedicated and successful competitors in the freestyle to music competition, or Kur. This is the new direction for dressage. As in the freestyle ice skating, each competitor composes a dance to the music of their own choice.
Pt2 music asks a lot of things of the rider to think about. What kind of horse do I have? How can I show his personality? The music should fit a little bit to the personality of the horse. If I take, for instance, Boccherini or some minuet, it's better to have a horse looking like a dancer. It's a difference. If I have a majestic horse or a horse with extraordinary gaits, we have to think about the talents of our horses, the abilities, not asking things that will bring the horse into trouble. I just want to find out what I was thinking about while just listening to the music and riding him, if there's any possibility to do it, if he understands what I mean. The question is, does the rider influence the horse, that the horse follows the music? Does the horse follow the music by himself? Or is it a combination? I do believe it's a combination. If you as rider have a feeling for rhythms, you take it over and sit a little bit more in that rhythm. On the other hand, you cannot ask a horse for anything he's got no feeling for. A horse has rhythm. That's too short. If I make a new cure, it takes me about 80 hours to search for new music, make the provisional cut, plan a choreography, go to the studio, train it with the horse. Of course, the horse, as we make new combinations, has to be trained to it too. And sometimes they are very much surprised of what I was thinking about, and I have to give him the chance to get used to it. I'll change that. Oh yes, that's better. First extended trot, half pass, then from half pass over shoulder in with piaffe, and then pirouette. Good. Good. Oh, that's good. Good. Oh. I hope that Pt2 music is a way to bring dressage to more people, and on contrary to some people who say, be careful that it doesn't turn out circus, though we have very good riders in circus, but it doesn't turn out circus, I say it's the other way around. It's classical. Riding and music, it's history. We have it in the tournaments and in the horse ballets and the carousels. So what we're doing now is a relict of what has been done centuries ago. And together with music, we can reach a higher level. Art.
The finals of the first World Cup competition for freestyle to music were held at 's-Hertogenbosch in Holland. Each competitor is judged 50% on technical merit and 50% on artistic interpretation. The 12 finalists came from North America and Europe and included Gabriella Grillo, Chris Bartle and Anna-Greta Jensen.
Marzog is a light and elegant horse. You have to find sort of light and elegant music.
Wiley Trout's a big, strong, powerful sort of horse, and so I look for music which conveys that same feeling. The horses do listen to the beat. After you've used it on a number of occasions, the horse anticipates. You come back to Piaf Passage, the music changes and the horse immediately picks it up.
Ja, genau. Alles klar?
Gabriella Grillo, very good rider, works on her own. Had last year bad luck with her horses, because she always has been tops for the last 10 years. But in the Kür, she is exceptionally good in the composition, no exaggeration, everything on classic music. She has invented what everybody's imitating without much success. That is a walk pirouette, and then the music changes, then you get a full pirouette in the canter, all on the same spot. Because Bartol is very elegant on a horse, with the best seat you can imagine. He is one of the best freestyle riders because he used these movements in which the horse was most brilliant. Is a beautiful piaffe, one of the best piaffes in the world. What I love in Anne-Grethe Jensen is the lightness, the easiness. She is so elegant, Matze. Brilliant. This is really ballet.